One of the most sinister characters in the Greek tragedy that has been the Trump presidency is without a doubt Donald Trump's press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, who also plays a dual role on television where sometimes she's not White House press secretary, but instead she's merely a campaign advisor for Donald Trump's presidential campaign. Yesterday, I played clips for you of Kayleigh on Fox News Monday night saying things about voter fraud as a campaign advisor. And then Tuesday morning, I mean, we're talking 12 hours, 11 hours later, maybe even, on a different Fox show, Fox and Friends, saying, when asked about those claims, you've got to talk to the campaign about that because today I'm here as White House press secretary. How convenient. How convenient. Well, it's this completely Kafkaesque situation that they've created. It's mimetic, quite frankly. And here is Kayleigh once again last night on Sean Hannity's program, holding up now, I guess these are ballots. Previously, she's held up reams of paper. Sometimes she'll hold up a book or a 3-ring binder. And this time it's a ballot or a paper with a lot of Sharpie circles on it. And there's something particularly ironic about this one. Take a look.
Like this, where they actually list out all of the circles are different ballot numbers. They've written the specific ballot number down that was dated January 1st, 1900 for someone who didn't.
So the absolute hilarity is that now, without any sensible legal argument left to make, with no credible path to overturning the results in even a single state, never mind the multiple states they would need to overturn for Donald Trump to win, on the basis of non-existent voter fraud. Now she is relegated to talking about what are essentially confusing layouts on pieces of paper. And those who have been following politics for some time may remember the irony of this, because back in the year 2000, the Florida results were the question, with hanging chads and these butterfly ballots where the candidate's name was on one side and there would be an arrow pointing to the other side and it was unclear. Okay, that was when Republicans didn't want to do a recount. That was when Republicans didn't want to really look closely and ascertain what was the intention of this voter in filling out this ballot. They said, no, stop the recount. Florida Secretary of State Katherine Harris getting involved, the Supreme Court getting involved. Now, after all of their other arguments have failed and been dismissed by courts as having no merit, Kayleigh McEnany is relegated to saying, the layout is confusing. There's stuff all over the page. Look, I've circled it with a Sharpie. They're pathetic. Kayleigh continues with her various pieces of paper. Check it out.
Exactly. There's no praise. I mean, this is one county here, one county where you have literally hundreds of pages in one county, in Wayne County, Detroit, all across the country.
This is, I tweeted about this. This is the Gish Gallop in paper form. That's what this has been from Kayleigh McEnany and others who just hold up papers. This may be instructive to some. Gish Gallop is a debate term, okay? And what it means is when a debater tries to overwhelm their opponent just by making lots of arguments, even if the arguments are bogus, right? You make many arguments. It's quantity over quality. You make a lot of arguments in a debate without regard for the accuracy or the strength of the arguments. That's called a Gish Gallop. This is Gish Gallop by paper, using an excessive number of pieces of paper to make an argument based on the idea that you have so many pieces of paper with no regard to the accuracy or strength or validity or relevance of any of those pieces of paper. And that's exactly what we've seen. We've seen some of these pieces of paper say that the poll workers didn't like how they were treated, that somebody was rude to them. We've seen these pieces of paper refer to towns that aren't even in the states where they claim to be indicating there was voter fraud. So, for example, I'm trying to remember now, there was a filing made in either Pennsylvania or Georgia, which said, look at the fraud in Michigan in these 5 towns. And none of those 5 towns were in Michigan. The 5 towns were in Minnesota. So it's Gish Gallop by paper. And then here's just one more where Kayleigh again pulls out this term she created, electoral epidemic, which it should be seen as a joke anyway. Take a look.
Day pandemic and created an electoral epidemic, but we are fighting. New lawsuit today in Wisconsin just filed 366 pages detailing how Wisconsin law was violated. So these people are.
Well, listen, I mean, if the lawsuit is 366 pages, it must be substantive, right? And every time I hear that phrase, electoral epidemic, I think, yes, it was an epidemic of people voting in record numbers. More people than ever before decided to go and vote. That's the epidemic. By the way, can you believe it's already been a month since the election? It's stunning how time is flying. And the good news of that is Trump will be gone from the White House before you know it. One of our sponsors today is Helix Sleep, and it's a sponsor I'm thrilled about because I sleep on a Helix mattress at home. And it's just the perfect mattress. One of the best things about Helix is you don't have to guess which mattress do I need, which one will be good for me. You take their famous sleep quiz on their website. You tell them your body type, your sleeping position, your back pain issues you might have, and they will pair you with a mattress that will be perfect for you. I took the sleep quiz. The mattress they suggested was exactly what I needed. I often get too hot at night. The mattress keeps me cool. It's not too soft. It's not too firm. The texture is right. And I've just been getting way better sleep. You only buy a mattress every decade or so. Don't get stuck with something that's not perfect for you. And all Helix mattresses come with a 10-year warranty, and they'll even come to your house and pick it up within 100 days if you don't love it. But I think you will. All of my viewers will get up to $200 off your order, and you'll get 2 super premium pillows for free when you go to the link right underneath this video.